that I'm anti-protest just because I say protesting is the most un-American thing you can do, and it disrespects everyone, especially veterans and all that they fought for. I'm not anti-protest, but there is a right and a wrong way to do it. A few months ago, Trevor Noah asked me what the right way to protest was, and tonight, after months and months of thinking about it, I finally have an answer. So once and for all, I'm going to explain the right and the wrong way to protest. Trevor, if you're watching this, please text me back. I had a lot of fun that night. Let's start with the worst way that you can protest. Protesting for money. That's right, do you hear me, George Soros? Paying protesters to say what they believe in is basically treason. I have no idea how you came up with the $90 trillion it would take to organize, pay, then cover up the payments for the thousands of people protesting, but however you did it, it's immoral. The right way to protest? Protesting on TV for money, like me. I protest whatever script is shoved under my nose and I get a big fat paycheck every month in the mail, and I feel as holy as a saint. The wrong way to protest? How about the day without immigrants nonsense? First, if you work in an all-American office like mine, every day is a day without immigrants because we don't hire them. Secondly, this is just a cry for attention. Saying everything loudly and pointedly at the top of your lungs is just a cry for attention, immigrants. Don't think I don't notice. But the right way to protest about immigrants? Grab your picket signs and your homemade posters and barge into Google's office before they hire their new head of sales from some weird country like India, like I did last week. Soon, even Google could be as white as my staff, and that is saying something. Protesting the Muslim ban at airports? Wrong. Literally all Trump is trying to do is keep our country safe from Muslim countries, minus the ones that he has business deals with, because obviously he wouldn't do anything to endanger the American people in favor of his business. Instead, you should be protesting at your local Old Navy's, The Gap, Forever 21, or wherever else they sell scarves. Because every scarf is just a potential hijab. In the wintertime, rip that scarf off your grandma's neck, because it's better for her to freeze to death than be mistaken for a Muslim. Bad protest? Your moronic anti-Trump protests. He is the president that totally legal gerrymandering and voter suppression has chosen. Why would you defile the seat of the American throne? The founding fathers would never have spoken out against the people that are ruling them. And now you think you're such a big patriot that you need to stand up and do the right thing? Give me a break from your precious First Amendment. A good protest? Anything against Obama. Anything. Protest the way he dresses, who his family is, where he was born, if he was born in America, if he is or isn't an alien, if his daughters sell dope on the streets after attending a diplomacy luncheon, if Michelle is too strong to be a person and really she's just a giraffe in a dress. It doesn't matter. When Obama was in the office, it was totally fine to protest the president because the president was Obama. Now that Trump is in the White House, it's totally fine to protest Obama because he's no longer president. Now the liberal sledding snow babies are planning a huge protest on tax day to shame our president into revealing all the charities he's given to. But really, it seems like you're just persecuting a very rich man. Do you ask all the poor people you know if they have business ties with Russians? No. Rich people are a persecuted minority, and since Trump is the richest person that's ever lived, he's the biggest minority president that we've ever had. And you can't protest a minority, liberals. So stop it. This isn't rocket science, guys. This is America. When you don't like something, the proper way to protest is to sit in front of your hip TV studio set, hiss into your feelings into a camera indoors like an adult, and definitely don't throw all the tea into the Boston Harbor, unless I agree with you. And those are my hashtag final thoughts on protesting. Trevor Noah. Hey bud, make sure you like and share this video. Or what are you, a little baby sledding snowflake?